I have an idea, she said, almost whispering. His face lit up with excitement and curiosity, and he asked her, through the expanding of his eyes, the question, what? She stood up, took off her bag on the seat she was sitting on, and started digging into her backpack for her earphones. She offered him a hand. He took it and stood up with her. She put one of the speakers in his ear and the other in her own. He still looked blank, frustrated, but waited with patience. He knew asking anything wouldn't be right. Knowing what was coming would heartlessly murder the excitement. He didn't let go of her hand and just held it. She was having a little trouble operating her phone and balancing herself in the moving snake, but she didn't want to let go either. She just wanted to hold his hand, to hold him forever. She wanted him to help her balance and not fall forever. At last he heard the soft music playing. They both haven't said anything but were afraid to. They wanted to preserve the heat of each other and not ruin it by words. The presence of each other was enough for them. She looked up from her phone and smiled at his already smiling eyes. He was immensely enjoying that moment. He started to feel her hand sweating when he asked, "What now?" And she whispered back, "I want to dance with you right now." He looked around shyly and could only see 2 or 3 people. He was doubtful, but wanted to touch her like he was now, and knowing she was feeling more for him than he did for her, he agreed. He wanted to feel the same butterflies fluttering in his stomach and his heart beating for no one but her. Bach probably thought about a young couple dancing to him in a train, she thought to herself. They moved slowly, enjoying the shyness of the moment. That's when a voice stopped them. She frowned and wanted to turn around and face the negativity. But he stopped her midway and looked into her eyes. "Listen to Bach and me." They never said anything and just danced. She wanted to tell him everything but was afraid to lose him to the reverse of love, awkwardness. So she stayed quiet, imagining if he wanted to say the same things. She was too afraid. Too big of a risk, she thought. And it would be. But the only question she had to answer was, would it be worth it? She knew the answer. It was clear in her mind and her heart. But somewhere in the journey to him, she had lost trust. She couldn't trust herself. She just wanted to look up and say, "I think." She wanted to hesitate, but then say, "I think I'm in love with you." She wanted to cry after she said it, and she wanted nothing more or less. But she was too afraid to look up from her notebook from which she is reading to him her imagination of them. Love her.